Hello YouTube, this is Wisps and Whimsy and you're watching Starting Out Solitary. Our topic this week is herd mentality in the craft, or blind followers. So our topic this week is about the herd mentality and following things, doing it with the in crowd. All of those great things that we talk about just in general, and it applies to paganism and witchery as well. So I had to laugh when I first kind of caught wind of this topic, because I am totally guilty of having been part of herd mentality. In my case, it was not, oh, everybody's out to get a certain person, let's all attack them, which is another facet of herd mentality, is, shaming and shunning, because everybody is. And, for me, it was the opposite, which was, there are these popular people, these YouTube contributors who are just so cool, and everybody follows, and everybody loves them. And they are great. I mean, let's be real. We follow them because they say things that are intelligent, or because they're funny, or because they have a vibe that just makes you want to follow them. And they have great contributions to our community. So that's great. But then we also have to look at the idolizing of them, or the doing things because they tell us to. When I first started as a newbie pagan, we had to have citrine. Citrine was the crystal to have, and you had to make crystal water with it, and you had to do the cleansing under the moon with it, and it was for healing purposes and all of this, and it just seemed like it was everywhere at that time. And it still is. It's a very popular stone, and I'm not saying don't use citrine. It's a great crystal and it's useful, but everybody had it. And we've kind of moved on from that. People tend to, for at least the people that I follow, seem to be branching out and more open into different things that address the issues that they have and that they need. Amethyst for that, rose quartz for that, smoky quartz for this, obsidian for that, hematite. It's just obviously lots of crystal things going on. But I think we have to be careful, because on the one hand, it almost is like inducting a group, like a cohort, into it when it's a bunch of newbies and you're following the same person or same people, and it really helps you along because you have this group that you're learning along with, and you're learning similar things, and it kind of frees you a little bit to try things that maybe you wouldn't try on your own because you see other people are doing it. Now, the other problem is that it can also limit you. For instance, I'm going to utter the words, Silver Raven Wolf. Okay, show of hands, how many of you have actually read Silver Raven Wolf and developed your ideas on her that way? Obviously, most of us in the room, I think. Now, there are others of us, including myself, who simply have avoided her because everybody says to not read her because she's fluff. And, I'm sorry, I probably would be accused of being a fluffy bunny by most people because that's just my personality. So, obviously, there can be a negative side to herd mentality. And most of us, I think, when we hear herd mentality, that's our immediate knee-jerk gut reaction is, oh, that's horrible. We are the kind of people who want to break away. We go against the mainstream of society so often, and we view ourselves that way. That's kind of the persona we build up for ourselves, is that we're different. So to hear that herd mentality mentioned is really kind of off-putting. But I think there are good things about it, along with the bad things. So I think just being aware that you're engaging in it is important. I find that as I am maturing in my path, that I'm drawing a little bit more away from that. I'm not following people as closely. I don't feel the need to, because I am growing in my practice on my own, and I feel more freedom to do that. So also, if you watch, people grow and change in their path, and that can be difficult when there is a herd following you and they don't want to let you change because you're ruining their ideal of you instead of who you actually are. So again, lots of negatives involved, but it serves a purpose. And I think I can't really continue on this without just returning back to dead horses. So this is Wisps and Whimsy. I hope you all have a wonderful week. If you're in America, may the odds be ever in your favor tomorrow, and many blessings.